Autumnwatch is back, and for the next 4 nights we're bringing you the best of Midlands wildlife, as well as discovering the wildlife winners and losers for 2014. Tonight, the former World War II bomber airfield that's now one of our most important butterfly reserves. Our environment correspondent David Gregory Kumar is there. And David, you appear to be moth trapping, if I'm right. Any luck?
That's right, Mary. Yes, some luck. We'll be showing you the results of our moth trapping in a moment. Some very enthusiastic moth trappers here at Prees Heath Common in the rain. But if you follow me across here, this is this amazing building at the centre of Prees Heath Common Nature Reserve. This area is managed for butterflies and for moths. But you know, this time of year, in autumn, those butterflies and moths are starting to move inside this former World War II control tower for bomber planes, and they're starting to hibernate. The Prees Heath Bomber Control Tower, once roofless and graffiti covered, restored to its World War II camouflaged glory and providing a vital winter home.
Come on in, David. We'll go upstairs.
Wow. Go for it. So whereabouts here? On the ceiling?
On the ceilings mostly.
So Lucy, what's up there? What have we got here?
We've got peacock butterflies. These are the larger black ones there. You can see the shadow.
Yeah.
There's 2 herald moths, this my side of them.
Yeah.
And then there's a small tortoiseshell right up above me there.
And what about on the floor? I'm noticing there's 1 or 2 wings, little signs of butterflies that haven't made it. What's happened there?
Spiders probably in here. And mice will get them if they're in a log pile or something like that. The mice will get them. They're probably safe on the ceiling from mice.
So these are herald moths, and they're obviously hibernating now, and they won't emerge until the end of winter. And I've been told the reason they're called herald moths is when they emerge in the spring, they're heralding the arrival of the spring. These moths and butterflies are the first to hibernate inside the newly restored control tower, sleeping on ready for spring. And the control tower, this important piece of local history, lives on too. Well, this is a wet and rainy night, but let's ask how the moth trapping has gone. Stephen Lewis, you're here. How's the moth trapping gone this evening?
Well, it's not the best of conditions, I have to say that, but we have had some moths, and we've got some very keen mothers out here tonight, so they'll all gather around the trap, and we have a few moths that are intent on looking at very closely.
Now, this is an important butterfly and moth conservation site, Prees Heath, so, you know, why is it so important? What have you got here?
Well, it's the only site in the whole of the Midlands for the nationally threatened silver-studded blue butterfly, which is a beautiful butterfly, flies in the second half of June throughout July, and it's here in really good numbers. It's a real stronghold for the species. Several hundred can be seen every summer. This year, it's been a good year, perhaps not quite as good as last year, but it's still been a good year, not just for the rare silver-studded blue butterfly, but for a range of butterflies and moths.
And one final thing, if people see hibernating butterflies and moths inside their home, what should they do?
Well, if it's in a spare room, if it's not centrally heated, it's not used a great deal, they may be behind the curtains, it's all right to leave them there. But if they're elsewhere in the house, take them outside, get a glass, cover them up, take them outside, put them in a shed, a garage, an outhouse, somewhere where it's nice and cool. They will find their own way out in the spring.
Stephen, thank you very much. And if you are interested, we're going to talk about winners and losers this Autumnwatch. Dormice in Shropshire. Shropshire Wildlife Trust have been out and sent these fantastic pictures of dormice. They've done very well this year. These were boxes at Wenlock Edge. They've got 1 in 3 boxes with dormice in, and that is well up on the last few years. So it looks like dormice are winners, and hopefully butterflies and moths too. More tomorrow.
Okay, you suffer for your art, David. Thanks very much. Autumnwatch, BBC 2, 8 o'clock tonight.